Hey guys, Fukuno's here with Android Police. It's been 6 months since the release of the Samsung Galaxy S9, so I wanted to share my long-term experience and let you know if it's still worth buying. I did all my testing on the Galaxy S9 Plus, but if you have the regular S9, the experience isn't far off. The physical body of the S9 has held up really well. The screen never got any scratches while carrying it in the same pocket as my keys or spare change. In design, the phone is still very comfortable to hold and use with great button placement, curved edges, and tactile keys. However, I never actually dropped the Galaxy S9. I did treat it like a newborn baby since I have accidentally dropped and cracked multiple Samsung devices in the past. So even though this almost all glass encasing makes the phone look beautiful, you're not going to want to carry it around naked. If I were you, I'd pick up a case or even a D-brand skin. Obviously, a skin won't protect your phone as well as a case, but for those who are going caseless anyways and don't want to add any bulk to the device, a skin does give the slippery S9 a bit more grip, especially their carbon series. Their new yellow and gray selections look absolutely amazing, and with so many Galaxy S users out there, it's nice to be able to make my phone stand out from the crowd. I'll drop a link right below that like button. I always love how Samsung provides so many extra software features sprinkled throughout the interface, including Edge lighting for incoming notifications, Edge panel for quick access to my favorite apps, contacts, and more, separate app sound to play Spotify media just on my Bluetooth speaker while everything else is piped through my phone, Smart Select to screenshot certain areas of the screen, Secure Folder to make any file or app private, Good Lock 2018 to customize the lock screen, Quick Panel, Recents page, and more. You get the point. Software additions within Samsung Experience 9.0 are no joke, and extra features like these are one of the main reasons why so many people choose to purchase a Samsung. However, Samsung does overdo it at times by duplicating practically every app or feature it can from the competition and then trying to force people into using their version. For example, AR emoji in the camera app is just a clone of the iPhone X's Animoji feature, but 10 times worse. And of course, Bixby is a competitor of Google Assistant with its own dedicated hardware button. It's not remappable by default, and it's nicely positioned where your thumb rests. Samsung also won't allow you to disable some of their apps by default, so you'll have duplicates if you prefer using Google's or other third-party apps. Don't get me wrong, I do love competition, but I don't like the idea of forcing us to use certain features by making them difficult to avoid or disable, and I'm also annoyed by the low effort cloning of every competitor's hot new features. Still, the software on the S9 provided a pleasant experience, mixing a few modifications like switching to Nova Launcher, using a theme called Pixelize in the Samsung theme store, and using Good Lock 2018 to customize system features, and you can make the Galaxy S9 look a lot better. When it comes to software updates, it's still too early to tell when Samsung will update the Galaxy S9 to Android 9 Pie, but looking at the past, it probably won't be for a while. The Galaxy S7 took over 6 months to get Android 7.0 Nougat in the US, and some still haven't received it. The Galaxy S8, which shipped with Android 7.0 and not 7.1, took over 7 months to receive the Android 8.0 update, and since the S9 shipped with Android 8.0 Oreo and not 8.1, I'm already expecting it won't get Android Pie until the next Galaxy S phone is released. I could be wrong and the company could turn things around, but this has always been the case with Samsung devices. When it comes to performance, the S9 Plus has held up well, and I'm not surprised. Its chipset is still the latest Qualcomm as available. A better analysis might be to see how well the performance holds up after a full year of use. But with the previous Galaxy S8 and its still stellar performance as evidence, I'd say there's no need to worry. Gaming with the Adreno 630 still provides a wonderful lag-free experience. However, just because it hasn't gone any slower over the last 6 months doesn't mean that it's as fast as newer devices with the same CPU. For example, the OnePlus 6 is much faster in opening apps and navigating throughout the interface. It might be fast, but from the very beginning, I've encountered the occasional hiccup, and I still do. For example, when loading up the Bixby panel, or trying to use the face widgets in the always-on display. But in the end, the performance pros do outweigh the cons, and it's still the fastest Samsung phone I've ever used. Now, what most people are concerned about the most in the long run is the battery life. I'd have to say that it's just alright. On a usual day, I'll have Bluetooth, GPS, and Wi-Fi or cellular data enabled at all times with brightness cranked almost to the max, and I'll get around 3 to 4 hours of screen on time on my S9 Plus. Sometimes it won't even last an entire day if I start to use my social apps more heavily. The S9 phones had the same battery capacity as last year's Galaxy S8 devices, and the hardware upgrades, brighter and higher resolution display, and heavy Samsung UI use a lot more power. In my opinion, battery life isn't terrible, there's a lot worse out there, but it's not great either. Samsung should have aimed to expand the battery capacity on the S9 phones as it did with the Note 9. On the bright side, it does come with Quick Charge 2.0 and fast wireless charging, so if it does die in the middle of the day, you can quickly get a few percentage points back. That covers most of the things about a phone that can change over time, as pretty much everything else stays the same. The display is still incredible and notchless, the camera provides some great shots in any lighting situation, the multiple biometric unlocking methods work just fine, and I love that it has IP68 water resistance, stereo speakers, expandable storage, a headphone jack, USB Type-C, and supports all 4 major US carriers. If you want to know more about these specific features, click the eye in the right corner to check out Zach's full review of the Galaxy S9. As you may have heard, sales for the Galaxy S9 haven't been so great, and it kinda makes sense. Physically, the S9 feels more like a refresh of the S8 than a full-fledged upgrade. If I saw both phones side by side, I probably wouldn't be able to tell them apart at a glance, unless I looked at the placement of the fingerprint sensor on the back. If you purchased the Galaxy S8 last year for a starting price of $750 in the US, you probably wouldn't want to pay another $750 for a device that looks and performs about the same. If anyone were waiting to see if it was worth upgrading from a Note 8 or Galaxy S8 once the price fell, I'd probably tell them to skip this one and wait for the release of the Google Pixel 3 or the next Galaxy S phone, or pre-order the Galaxy Note 9 since it has way more battery capacity, RAM, and a stylus. But if you're still using a 2 to a 3-year-old device, looking at making your next smartphone purchase, and don't want to drop $1,000 on the Note 9, then I definitely recommend purchasing the Galaxy S9 or S9 Plus. It'll provide you with a great long-lasting performance, plenty of software features, an amazing build, display, camera, and plenty more. Either way, that's my long-term review of the Galaxy S9. Let me know if you think getting the Galaxy S9 is still worth it, or if people should wait for the other upcoming 2018 flagships. Make sure to give this video a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed. Don't forget to check out Dbrand for some sick skins. Get subscribed for even more awesome Android content, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.